Hello everyone, this is Mr. Stamkos, and today I am going to be doing a video that, pretty late, but better late than never, I always say, and that is the Mike Green retirement video. Now, about a week ago or so, Mike Green called it quits from the NHL after 15 seasons of playing hockey, and he was a really good defenseman throughout his early years. Later years, kind of was a liability. He was okay at offense, but injuries really halted him. So we're gonna go through his stats here. Not year by year, because then it would be like a 25-30 minute video if I gave my thoughts and everything on every year. But yeah, so we're going to start with his rookie season in 05-06, where he was 20 years old, played 22 games for Washington, had 3 points, -8, and 18 penalty minutes. And he wasn't bad, honestly. Well, he was bad, but wasn't the worst rookie. At least he got a few points on the board. Defensive liability, though, wasn't great, honestly. 13 shots. And it wasn't until 2 years later when he really broke out into the league. In 82 games as a 22-year-old, had 18 goals, 56 points, a +6, 62 penalty minutes, and 234 shots. And, of course, he probably got a much bigger role on the team there that year. But, yeah. Just a freaking bug all over my screen and stuff. But his best year in the NHL, I think, definitely came when he was 23 years old, where in 68 games you can see he had 31 goals as a defenseman. That is insane. That is like stupid good. 31 goals and 42 assists for 73 points, +24, 68 penalty minutes, 243 shots there. He had 20 power play points. He was just so freaking good that year, and Mike Green was the defenseman to have during the late 2000s and very early 2010s. He was just so good in those years. But yeah, from there it really slowed down for him. His best year after that was, I want to say, 14-15, where he had 45 points and a +15. Because I don't know what happened. I think in 11-12 and 12-13, with a couple of injuries, he just could never recover from those. And by that time, he was also turning 30, so it's unfortunate for Mike Green, but nothing I can really do about it. Nothing anyone can really do about it. But we're going to go here as well. And yeah, so Mike Green was actually drafted 29th overall by the Capitals. I say for a guy drafted very late first round, just a pick away from the last pick in the first round, so 2 picks away from the second round. He worked out. He was a win. And in 880 total NHL games, he had 150 goals, 351 assists for 501 points, 592 penalty minutes, and for the +- he was a -17 in his career. And he was a pretty good playoff guy as well. He played for Hershey actually in 06-07 as well. He was really good down there, but he was a good playoff player as well. And I know in his time in Detroit, he really didn't make those playoffs at all. But, and you can see his junior stats there too. In his draft year, 03-04, he had 39 points in 59 games. He was honestly just a really solid offensive defenseman, and, he came second for Norris voting literally twice in his career. The 73 and 76 point season, he was second in Norris voting. One of those years, Chara won it, I think, and the other year, I don't know who won it. Actually, I think it was Lidstrom and Chara who won it those 2 years. So, yeah, and obviously those are some tough defensemen to beat for a Norris Trophy. But I think what Green didn't have, what those other 2 defensemen did have, which is why they won the Norris Trophy, is the amazing defensive game as well as a good offensive game. So it's kind of unfortunate for Green in that sense, but he can retire knowing that he was very solid. I'll be right back. Sorry about that interruption, but if you didn't hear it, someone's just blasting music. Whew, I hate blasting music, man. But yeah, Mike Green was honestly just a really good player. He was solid throughout junior too. Yeah, honestly, nothing really to complain about in Mike Green's career for me. If he didn't have those injuries back in 11-12 and 12-13, who knows how his career could have went, because I think that was really the turning point for Mike Green. He could have been a 70-point defenseman. He could have won a Norris Trophy. He could have been a 50-point defenseman going into the season. Who knows what could have happened for Mike Green, but I think he was still a great player. He retired an amazing blue liner. Not a Hall of Famer, I don't think, but definitely a guy to go down in the Hall of Good, very good. Obviously, those two Norris finalist votes. A couple of really great offensive production seasons. And yeah, just an overall good leader, too. I think in the NHL, especially for Detroit and stuff, he was a really solid leader for all those younger guys. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I really like Mike Green. I hope him the best in retirement. And yeah, again, it is late, but again, rather late than never. So yeah, this is it. HLM 20 video is already out for today. It's part 11. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, hit subscribe. Everything helps. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers currently. Only 19 off that goal. And obviously the Dale Hawerchuk video helped that a lot. But yeah, this is Mr. Stamkos, and I will see you all in the next one. But for now,